Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it is Cypher Sigma here. It is a Friday, and yes, I've had a early release of a Steelbook. So I don't order many new Steelbooks of late, just because cost and everything. But this has been one on my list. This was a movie that I was very mixed opinions on, but because of what it is and what it lies inside of, a continuum, so to speak, is I wanted to get it, and because this has a personal link to me. So what is it, you may be asking? It is Thunderbolts. Yes, and because it has this terminology in front, so you may know that it was rebranded as the New Avengers. I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I do like this image. I do think it looks really nice, but we shall get it open without me damaging the case, because that's normally what I end up doing. So yep, so this is due out Monday, the 4th. Obviously I bought from Zavvi, and they have released it early. So this is the edition. I has a J card which isn't stuck down, so we will pop the J card off. And obviously the J card does have the Thunderbolts symbol there in all its glory, with the asterisk, which we know is now for New Avengers. Apologies if I've ruined anything. This is what is on the back. There's 4K and a Blu-ray version in there. We also have bonus stuff around the world and back again. That's the scene with Florence Pugh where she jumps off the building. Assembling a team to remember, uncover how the misfit anti-heroes became the Thunderbolts. All about Bob, Sentry in the Void. Join Lewis Pullman and creation of the three characters, a gag reel, delete reel. So I'm hoping there is a kind of a bit of the making of, because that's what I wanted to know, what this had been through. So then we go into, so as you can see, there is a kind of a glossing on all the hands, so the characters. I still think this is a great symbol, and I still like that. Obviously we have Thunderbolts there on the side. What I don't hate, and I'm glad it's on the back, is this. I like the image of these guys. I like where they're all fighting. This I don't think needed to be in it. For me, like the Fantastic Four, they have a separate movie, and then they're kind of going to be forgotten about because they're merged in with the Avengers when we next see them. So there's no, as far as I can see, no damage. Obviously just kind of very dark and black around the outsides. Nice lightning bolt, justice like lightning. That is the tagline from the comic books, if anybody doesn't know that. Obviously I have the symbol here. Been a massive fan for over 20 years. So yeah, it's just nut and bolt on that one, and a lightning bolt, if I get it the right way. Apologies, lightning bolt on that one. We then have inside this image. So this is this is part of a small, and the really interesting thing is, if you watch this and read this, you'll see that they've managed to cut Taskmaster out because she has a diminished role, which wasn't planned. She is now exempt from this image. I don't know if people will pick up that, but that's what I have. And you can obviously see it has the discs Thunderbolts, and it has the New Avengers in small writing underneath it. Again, I'm gonna give it another chance. Like, I love the Thunderbolts. The fact that this team and some of the incarnations are from the comics I'm still happy for that. For me, I'm just, from what the movie started off and from what I've heard of what it was meant to be to what it was actually released as, is it just didn't give the comic book side of me enough of it, an acknowledgement for that. And for me, I'm saying they just needed to not be called the New Avengers. They just need to rebel against that name and call themselves the Thunderbolts. And they needed to have a bonus when they said they were going to have Zemo. Just have Zemo in it somewhere. That's all they needed. And then literally, you don't need the scene of a year later. We don't need to miss that. You could have inserted another movie like Guardians of the Galaxy in here. In my eyes, that would have made me happy. I don't think that's the biggest stretch, but yeah, there we go. And obviously, it's very funny when you see on the back. Obviously, Taskmaster is sneaking around there, even though I think that's the final battle and she's now dead. So it's funny that obviously they expelled her from it. Supposedly she was supposed to be killed off, but she's in a scene that this doesn't actually exist within the movie. And then obviously the poster inside, they've cut her off. And I don't think her hand is even on the front as well. I don't think she's part of the 6 either. So it's weird how they went. I think Taskmaster would have done better with her in the team. But anyway, that has been a new Steelbook. Have you got this? What did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Screen Time, and I shall see you in the next one.